the buttons to make sound. Speaking of sound, I don't know what the freaking deal is with the music being so loud, and I have no idea how to control the volume on my show anymore. It's like my equipment a couple of weeks ago said, you know what, we're done with you. And you know, I feel like, all right, maybe I haven't dusted the equipment as much as I should have. Maybe it's not feeling loved. I mean, I could write my name and several novels in the dust that's just accumulated here on my open laptop. I could, but I won't. Because who has the time to write novels? In dust, no less. All right. I have to do a few things today that I don't normally have to do because I didn't schedule this program. And up until about 30 seconds ago, I wasn't sure I was going to do it. So just bear with me. I see that we're, well, I don't see me yet. I see yesterday's show. And I see my post about Blue's Clues. Did everybody see that? What's the deal? I'm pretty sure I said to go to the Bob Doyle show. Did I go somewhere else? Where am I broadcasting? A Bob Doyle show page? Oh. Sorry, YouTube. I'll start over on Facebook because I didn't actually click go live. I forgot that I had the control to do that when I do it this way. So, a little pre-show magic for all of you on YouTube. Now, let's take it from the top. Everything about this is ridiculous. Like I'm looking at what you're seeing right now, and it's me looking to see what was happening because we had some technical problems. And now it's me saying that the music's loud. This is the second start to the show. I did a whole, and of course you'll see it at the very beginning of this if you watch the replay, if you didn't see it live. Because I didn't schedule the program like I normally do. Basically, I was streaming to YouTube. The freaking, it's so loud. It's so loud. It's so loud, and I don't know why. The music is so loud. It's so loud. And I didn't do anything different. So my equipment, as I started to say, when I was broadcasting without knowing it, or to YouTube only, was that it's my equipment is, my audio equipment is, it's faulty. Now granted, it's pretty old. We lost one mixer over here, and I've been using this other mixer, which is way, way older, but of much better quality. But I'm getting, and I have been, all this crazy audio. The volume's too loud, I can't hear it, the levels are crazy on the left for some reason, and then the next day it's fine, and I don't know what's going on. There's got to be a better way. Now, let's see if I'm broadcasting a show now. Let's see if I'm broadcasting a show now. I have to Suzette is here, and Helene. Joe, nice to have you here. And Erica. Wow, we've got some, of all the guys, of all the times to choose to come in when you haven't for a while or ever. Unbelievable. All right, there I am. And there you all are. Does this work? Well, not so far. There, that works. See, we've got all of these folks here. Carrie Ann, and you know, it's the group. So, all right, yeah, I was a little late, and 10 minutes ago I was just in the kitchen, just going, I don't think, you know. And I was actually listening to Sarah, who's in our group coaching momentum program, was posting a live video in that group, and she was outside the post office, which, yay for Sarah, but that's, you know, for those who know, but the post office, boo. Crystal is here. I swear to God. Here's the thing. I feel like I'm getting, you know, newer people watching the show on a day where I was this close to not doing it at all because as someone suggested. Maybe he's just not feeling it today. And I have to say that that was true. There's yesterday was yesterday I shared the private coaching program, which some of you don't even know what I'm talking about, but that just means you didn't wake up at 7:30 yesterday morning Pacific time and say, I wonder if Bob Doyle is broadcasting something completely off schedule. Let's go find out. Not everybody did that. And so it was a handful of people. And I think it's just, watch it. That's what I'm saying. If you came to me originally because of The Secret or the Law of Attraction or any of that stuff, and you didn't come in because we knew each other from a million years, there's only a few of you out there who qualify for the latter, who don't know me because of The Secret, right? So I would just invite you to go watch yesterday's video. But I do, and I say right up front that, look, it's about announcing private coaching that I do, but I don't want you to think about it like a sales video, which I should have been more clear on that when I sent out email yesterday and the whole thing. Because yes, I'm making that available, but hopefully for those of you who did watch it, you understand that there was stuff in there that is, whether or not you do coaching with me, is still helpful. All right, so let's see what we got going over here. I need to do a control what? No, I was on my iPad. Tommy, you and Lynn Rose should form an LLC called Let's Fix Bob's Technical Problems while directing him during his show. That's a long title for a company, I know, but it is very accurate in terms of a description of what that company would do. So people would walk in the door, what do you guys do here? Well, it says on the sign, but basically we watch the Bob Doyle Show, and whenever there's some kind of technical problem, we offer up all sorts of unsolicited solutions. All right, that sounded mean, and I didn't mean it that way. I mean, obviously, secretly somewhere I did, but that's just the evil Bob. That's the evil, insecure Bob with serious ego issues. And the stream is popping up and down again, so that's always one of my favorite things, because when I watch it, I can see that it's staticky and all that. So we've got Leanne in here. Angie, did I have a nice weekend? Weekend. That was that thing we just did, right? Yeah, I suppose it was nice. The weather has been nice and sane the past couple of days. I'm like leaning over. Like literally, I'm just like this I mean, I exaggerated a little bit, but why am I doing that? I know how to sit up straight. I think it was because I started the show just like this, because I guess I'm just in this sort of lazy mood. I'm just kind of leaning my arm on the arm of the chair, and yeah, hey, how you doing? Microphone's right there. You can just barely see it off the side there. I'm getting messages and, didn't turn off my phone. So it's that kind of day. So I don't know that it's so much of a Bob Doyle show as it is just sort of a display. Just open the window to this 30 minutes of my life, which I've decided I will go ahead and do in front of a running live camera. Faulty equipment. One moment, please. And Beth is here too. So we got Beth and Leanne and Sarah and Kathy and Angie and Shara and Crystal, if she's still here, Rockin' Raven. Tommy's still here. Carrie Ann, look at this. It's the usual suspects is what it is. And I'm not freaking drinking out of the correct coffee mug. That would have been the best for those in the know. I would have said that. I would have said, that's the usual suspects. I would have taken a sip of my coffee, not said a word. And it would have just been one of those great moments of broadcast. These, again, another diamond in the rough. And I'm talking about the Bob Doyle Show in general, in the rough of the internet, not just that bit inside the Bob Doyle Show, because let's face it, we're just a sparkling diamond every time. That needle in a live stream haystack. What I really wish, though, is that somebody would buy like one of these super magnets that they could just aim at the haystack of live streams, and I would just come shooting out and landing on the magnet because I'm a needle, and that's how that works. And then they'd be like, ah, glad we finally found you. That'll save some time. And I'm leaning again. I think I just really want to be in the microphone. I want to be in the microphone, and yet I've resisted doing voice work today too. It's just really my brain just like, take the day. And I'm like, oh, I think I just kind of took a day. We'll take another one. Yeah, but I feel like I need to, why? Why do you think that? Is there some proper amount of days to take? Certainly you're not buying into the 5 days of work and 2 days of rest paradigm, are you, Bob? Why are you hassling me, man? And why haven't I still turned off my phone? Thank you, Sarah said it. Sarah. Yeah. So let me see if I can finagle this so that I can get your comments up here. Because I didn't schedule it, I have to do it a little bit differently. Oh, man. Well, I don't know. I was just going to show you what YouTube has not been configured. Okay. What? No, no, no. They're starting me all over again. See, this is just... I've noticed I bite my lip a lot. That's not... I haven't always done that. But I'm really... like, I'll watch these videos and I'll, like, make a point and I'll go, and that's what I really mean. No, that wasn't accurate at all. It's not about making a point. There's just sometimes when I bite my lip. I'm going to have to keep my eye on that. Cheryl is here saying hi and sending a heart and emoticon of a smiley. We'll just do it there, right? Dina is here as well. Okay, see, Crystal's on my side here. Sometimes you just need the quiet to receive a message that wants to come through, and that's why I seriously almost didn't do the show today. 15 minutes before 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific, I was laying on my bed going, I feel like this is where I need to be. Turning on something to meditate to, not doing voiceover, not doing the show, but I feel like, yeah, it feels like that's what I should be doing, and I didn't listen. Instead, I came here to fulfill my commitment because I knew people were getting concerned. Not everybody. I know not many of you. But there's a couple where they're like, what's going on? So, what are we doing? Speaking Spanish over here, all right? You aren't the one who noticed, and please don't stop doing it. You aren't the one who noticed. Lost it again. Mind bell, Bob. So I guess that means it's time to breathe. Let's do it together, shall we? Sorry, that was way too much noise. That was too much nasal noise. You just don't want to hear, you don't need to hear the details. Let's try it again. This time, I'm going to be a little bit quieter with the inhale. Now, remember how we do this, and if you're not doing it, you're just not a good sport. Every now and then we do this. It's good for all of us, all right? But here's how I do it, and I'm not going to say you should do it this way. I'm just saying try it. I'm sure Crystal's an old hand at breathing similarly to this. Now, here we go. Breathe in for 4, hold it for 4, and then let it out for 4. And then hold it out for 4. 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay? Now, there's other variations where you hold it for longer, you exhale it for longer. All of that's cool and groovy. There's no right way. But let's just do it right now for 4. We'll just do one round, and then you guys can choose to do it on your own. All right, here we go. Now, you just have to, I'm not going to try and breathe and count at the same time, because 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Like seconds. 4 seconds. Here we go. See, you feel better already, don't you? Just one of those will oxygenate you a little bit and calm it down and go, yeah, just imagine if you did that for like 15 minutes. Can you imagine? Well, guess what? You don't have to imagine. You can do it free of charge. That's right. All you need to do is tell that voice inside you that says, I don't have 15 minutes to sit there and do nothing. That number 1, yes, you do. And number 2, you're not doing nothing. All right, what do we got going? I got too many windows open. I don't know what's happening. Now, that better be what's happening. Otherwise, I did that way out of context. All right. Yes, I'm sure I want to close vMix Social. How many times are they going to ask me that? All right. Breathe in calm. Breathe out relax. Pointing at Leanne here. Maria, I'm doing pretty good. Liv, thanks for watching. Or at least as of a few minutes ago she was. Irma says, I have always enjoyed breathing. That could be taken in the context of which we were talking about it, or it could just be humorous. Which will you take it in as? I have a nice smile, but I swear to God, even with these new glasses, at first I thought it said smell. And I'm like, how would you know that? I mean, I did just get out of the shower, but still, this microphone isn't that good. Oh, these are the kind of clever quips you can expect when you watch the Bob Doyle Show on a day. All right, Beth is dancing, so that's good news. Probably to the What's Happening theme. So, look, I don't go to the post office that much because it's the worst place on earth. I know you could probably point to conditions all around the world, prisons and various things, but I'm sorry, I'm going to have to say that the post office trumps all of that. And you know, I used to think, well, maybe it's just the post office near where I live. Now look, let me just stop right now before anybody starts thinking, Bob, it's a miracle. You put an envelope in a box and 2 days later it's where you want it to be. I know. I'm not saying the Postal Service. I appreciate the Postal Service. So, step off. Go ahead. There's just pillows and cushions down there anyway. It'll be fun. But the post office, here's the thing. There must be some high efficiency going on back there, behind where we see, behind where we interact. They must be doing something right because we're getting our mail for the most part, right? I think we can all agree that for the most part it's kind of a miracle. And 47, 42, 50, cents. Pretty amazing. But in front of that wall, behind the counter, in that area behind the counter and in front of the wall, and then there's those two doors on either side or however many, it's like some kind of weird vortex. The universe is perfectly efficient in what it does, except for right there. And it clearly does something to the minds and souls of the people in that space. Because these people are not happy people. Nor, for the most part, do they give one damn about you and your package. Now look, am I making a blanket statement? Yes, and there's a reason. And if you're one of those people, or you know one of those people, and they do not apply to this, awesome. Get them out of there quick before it happens. You can't stand in that vortex of inefficiency too long, because I've seen what happens. First of all, you forget how to smile. I don't know how, I don't know why. You can say things like, "Can I help you?" But the way that you learn to do it with such hatred in your eyes, just such disdain for the fact that someone has approached you to just hand you a stack of something or whatever. The worst, I'm just here to pick up this package. How long is this going to take me? But when you go in and there's a line for the place where you have to give them the slip to get the package, a line. And in a post office, a line of 3 can mean you could watch Ben-Hur a couple of times. You just don't know. There's no way to know. But there is one thing that for every 2 or 3 people in that line, they're going to come back and go, can't find it. We don't know where. Try back tomorrow or maybe Tuesday. You can't find it. You sent me this. You said it was here. Yeah, well, I just stood in that line for an hour. Well, you can try back tomorrow, like I said. Let's breathe again. Now, I want to say in fairness, when I first moved here, talk about a really weird system. I'm renting this place, but I had to go down to the post office to order my mailbox keys. So I couldn't even check mail from my mailbox for 2 or 3 weeks. And to go get my mail means, you know, all that stuff I just said. But when I went down there to do this and get that done, and I stood in that line, the one I was just describing, the gal at the best postal employee interaction of my entire life. She was friendly. She understood that this was craziness. She told me, here's the best thing to do and all that other stuff. So she also, if there was a magnet outside the haystack of postal workers, would come shooting out right next to the Bob Doyle Show. I should probably write more books. All right, what's happening over here? Scott is here, and Todd is here, and Cheryl has joined, and Paul. Now, I'm not going to do the whole fanfare like I did for you the other day, Paul. But you know, Loretta, do we have long lines like you? Yeah, I've met more people in those hour-long lines. Ugh. The conversations in those lines, it's always about how terrible it is to be there. I just, you know, I stand there with, there's a very specific vibe in that place, you know. It's just that kind of post office quiet, people filling out their forms. There's got to be a better way. I mean, look, again, overall, the service is a miracle. But there's got to be something we can do about that interaction. It's a joke and a cliche for a reason. Can we not evolve this? Well, let's hear your plan, Bob. Everything. There's my plan. I'm ahead of my time. Well, what about packages? Well, you know what? The package guys, they're all right. I'm not perfect. Yeah, Crystal nailed it. She must have been new. Still had a soul. All right, now I'm going too far. I don't want to, I don't necessarily want to call our civil servants. Are they civil servants? Is the post office a civil servant job? Anyway, I don't want to say they're soulless. They just check them at the door and then pick them up on the way out, I guess. Because maybe, you know, let's walk high. Let's walk a mile in their shoes for a moment. So you're in that vortex of inefficiency, and it's just person after person with their special little circumstance and their I don't have a pen and I thought you took checks and how much, well, how about if I did it at 7-day? Okay, well, how about if I use this packaging? What about this? And what about, you know what? I might have to check my soul at the door too. I don't know. DMV, another one. In any of these municipal places with the lines, guys, it's 2018. Can we not, do we still need lines? I mean, even, look, how great would it be if the post office had one of those fast pass things, like, you know, at Universal and Disney and Six Flags and all those things, where if you had to go to the post office a lot, you had a fast pass, which meant that every time you walked in, you just right up to the front. But then everybody'd get one, and then there'd be the whole fast pass line, and then you got to get the mega fast pass. You see where this is going. It would just be, you know what? I could just see that happening. Another way for the government. Anyway. Well, there you go. I did it. Another 30 minutes with absolutely nothing up my sleeve. Except music that I think is way too loud. So I don't know what's happening. I don't know what to say to you at this point. I really need it. I think I really need an ending. And that's, you know, stay whatever, San Diego. I need something. And I would probably do it one time and then never again. It's the